Hello, friends and YouTube family members. Happy Friday to you guys. It is stinking hot in South Lake, Texas today. So after the crazy, ridiculously, unseasonably cold temperatures we had that kept my seedlings inside for longer than usual and in their little egg carton containers before I moved them into the ground. Now we're just going to jump right to summer, I guess. It's 93 degrees right now. Looks like it's supposed to get up to 95 or 96. I refuse to turn the air conditioner on already just because I know it's going to be even hotter than this. So I have some good perspective, but it's really scary how even just running the heater or the air conditioner here a couple of days in a month results in electric bills that don't even make sense to me. So I'm just trying to be conservative and frugal. I'm in shorts, so I kind of put on a show shirt for you guys, but I'm just wearing my blue jean shorts and I'm barefoot because when it's this hot, socks and shoes just make it worse. So let's get some hellos taken care of. Hello, Jerry and Susan from Butler Family Farm. Hello to Brian and Shirley from Just Doing Our Best. Hello, Lee from First Floor Audio. Tiffany is backstage. I see her in the chat also. So we're going to have a nice visit with her today. I am going to, let's go over channel stats right quick. We're going to do another handful of prizes today. And I plan on kind of a short stream, so I won't do some of the extra things that I do in a lot of my Friday streams. I have a video going up tomorrow. I think it's kind of like the first one of my attempt to get back into a regular routine of posting videos. So I hope you guys enjoy that. But let me pull up my screen so we can do some channel stats right quick. I revamped my spreadsheet a little bit, not for our channel members. I left them where they are, but when we get to the part where I go over just previous guests on the show that aren't also channel members, I put that in alphabetical order because then when I go through my YouTube subscriptions to see, you know, what their subscriber count is and whether or not they have new content, it's just so easy to go down the row on my list of subscriptions on YouTube and match it up alphabetically with the channels on my spreadsheet. So without further ado, our friends Nina and Boyce at Rooted in Texas, Texas neighbors of ours, are up to 853 today. As always, this column F, the new content column, just indicates that they have had something new published to the channel since last Friday's stream. It might have been a short, could have been a live stream, could have been a longer form video, but it means there's going to be something new for you to enjoy if you haven't visited them in a while, or if the channel name is new to you, a little more incentive to go check out something because it'll mean they have something brand new for you to see. So that's the objective behind me sharing the information on these channels, is I want you to go and introduce yourself to them. I want you to spend some time at their channels. These are quality people. These are nice people. They put a lot of work into sharing great videos, great information and tutorials and vlogs, great combinations of things among them. So be sure and make some notes, pick somebody to visit today. My friend at Ordered Steps is holding on to her 1,320 something subscribers today. My friend Akashi Chris at Mind Forked is up to 399 today. I know surely someone in the chat here today can go and pay her a visit, watch a couple of videos, and bump her over that 400 mark. Let me put up my little note while I'm reading these. I'll take it down in just a little bit, just to remind you that when you want to support a channel and help them grow and please the YouTube monster, otherwise known as the algorithm, you do have to kind of follow a required, pattern, a little checklist. And among those are that you have to watch at least one video of 3 minutes, of at least 3 minutes. I like to watch a couple of videos of 3 minutes, or I start a playlist and just make my way through a playlist because I also want to help with watch hours. I don't always watch that whole playlist. I might start that playlist, watch the first 3 videos, comment, like, share, and then subscribe. That way the subscription sticks. And then to help with watch hours, I might just let the rest of the playlist run while I'm cooking dinner or feeding the flock or watching another person's little handful of videos to help their channel as well. So this has just been a good rule of thumb. I do still from time to time find that I've just magically been unsubscribed from someone's channel that I'd been subscribed to for a long time. But I also kind of have to make the rounds when I'm watching channels to stay connected with them, just because I have so many channels on my subscription list that I can't check everybody every day. So I kind of go through, like one day I'll watch 10 channels, whatever the last 3 or 4 or however many videos since the last time I visited. Then the next day I go to the next batch of 10 or so channels. So I learned that system from Weave's World. That's how he does it. But back to my spreadsheet, my friend Byron at 12 Stones Ranch. I think I need to send him a note because I haven't seen any new content go up in a long time. He is a Texas neighbor of ours that has actually visited us and come for dinner here at RichKatRanch. He's holding on to his 1,730 subscribers, but it's been a while since he's been active on his channel. So I'll check in with him and let you guys know what I discover. Hello to Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs. Let's make sure I haven't missed anyone else. Okay. And welcome to everyone. Thank you to those of you who are going to be part of the rewatch crew. I appreciate you stopping by and helping with watch hours and just supporting me and the channel. So Byron is holding on. He's holding steady at that 1730 something. My friend in Australia, Joe Hupp, is down to 304 subscribers. We don't worry too much when it's just 1 or 2 here or there. My friend Seth the Welsh is back up to 55 subscribers today. Our friends Jesse and Lisa at Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa are up to 1,370 something subscribers today. We'll scroll up a little bit. Jerry and Susan at Butler Family Farm are up to 1,140 something subscribers today. That's a nice jump to get 40 something subscribers in a week. Can't complain about that. They are still in need of 1,057 watch hours as of this morning when he emailed me. So again, go and run a playlist. Super simple, and you don't have to be sitting in front of the computer interacting with all of the videos. It's such a simple, helpful thing you can do, and I just encourage you to boost somebody's, morale and aid them in their efforts to grow their channel and get to the YouTube partner status levels required so that they can be rewarded financially at least a little bit for all the time and energy they put into providing videos for us. So go to Jerry and Susie's channel, Butler Family Farm, start a playlist and let it run. Hello, Akashi Chris at Mind Fork. Thank you for being here. I love you. Hello, Two Doves, Bees, and Gardens. Thank you guys for being here today. All right, so now we're on to Gary at Belt Loop 29. He is up to 2,000, or he's holding on rather to his 2,210 something. Could be 2,219 for all I know, but I only see those first 3 digits. My friend David Hunt is up to 543 subscribers today. My friend Mark at Corner Clubhouse Cobalt is up to 1,130 something subscribers today. And Jerry and Shirley, who are in the chat today, are up to 1,210 subscribers today. And I just noticed today, maybe it happened before now, and I just hadn't made that, I wasn't at that point in my rotation of visiting channels. Just noticed today that they are monetized. That was really exciting to me. That was a boost for me. That made me feel really good. So congratulations to you guys on that. If you haven't checked out their channel, again, so much to learn, so much encouragement and inspiration and motivation to be found at their channel through their videos and through just their personalities and what they share with us on the channel. So I encourage you to go and check them out in celebration of them reaching the YouTube Partner Program requirements to become monetized. And now, so here's where I've just reordered everything so I can make it easier on myself to get data for this spreadsheet. My friend Lee at First Floor Audio from the UK, he's in the chat today. Beautiful man, talented man, a generous man, encouraging and inspiring, and works through a lot of challenges to give us what he gives us freely throughout the week. Guys, you need to check him out as a favor to me, please go and pay him some, attention and show him some love at the channel. He is at 1,120 something subscribers today. There's new content there multiple times a week. My friend Adam Sky is up to 260 subscribers today. Our friends Jeff and Lorena, those are also Texas neighbors of ours at Back to Country Homestead. They're up to 577 subscribers today. My friend Amanda at Bare Bones Living is up to 702 subscribers today. She's got some fun things going on in her channel because they're going to become beekeepers. And I just saw that there's a new video up about adding pigs to the homestead. So I haven't watched that one yet, but go follow along on that journey because it looks like they are rolling along really nicely on getting things really set up to be self-sustainable. My friend Bearded Eagle, I think he's still kind of beardless. I don't know that I've checked his channel this week. Last week was kind of my rotation to check out his stuff. He's up to 1,110 something subscribers this week or today. My friend Ashley at CNC Farm is up to 1,620 subscribers. Tiffany from Canadian Family Life, who is backstage, and I'll be bringing her up in just a couple minutes, is at 1,050 something subscribers today. So I will hope that you guys will go and check out her channel after we do a little visiting with her today. My friend Heather in Australia at Come Hither with Heather is up to 917 subscribers today. My friend Danielle at Danny Days Ahead is holding on to her 1,050 something subscribers today. My friend Dawn Ray B is up to 477 today. Our friends Brittany and Big K at Flannel Hill Farm are up to 186. Jen and Steve at Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve are up to 899. Surely there are a handful of you that will go check out that channel, bump them over that 900 mark, and then we can all start counting down the days until they hit 1,000. My friend John at Home Bartending with John is up to 404 subscribers today. My friend Millionaire Paul from the UK is holding on to his 254 subscribers. Mountain Grandma, Tammy, that was with us last Friday, is up to 809 subscribers today. My friend Tiffany at Mud and Mascara Homestead is up to 451. My friend Nick, Texas neighbors of ours at Multi-Hunter 24/7, is up to 686 subscribers today. I just remembered I filmed a mail call from him, so I need to get that posted. That'll go up probably on Sunday. Super short video, but he sent me something super cool in the mail. So I'll share that with you guys this weekend. They're up to 686. My friend Ginger at Not For Nothing Homestead is up to 875. Devin and Ryan, our Texas neighbors at Our New Land. Now, the new land is in Oklahoma. They will eventually be living in Oklahoma, but for now they live in Texas, and they're just getting the property set up and ready to become their homestead in Oklahoma. They're up to 1,140 something subscribers today. My friend Nancy at Our Treasured Home is up to 948 subscribers today. My friend Marin at Palma Pioneer Pantry is down to 299. Again, we don't worry when it's just one or two here or there. My friend Steven at Pawpaw's Kitchen is holding on to his 333 subscribers. My friend Shane at Paralife TV, your everyday wheelchair ninja, is up to 1,840 something subscribers today. John at Pedroza Travel is up to 980 subscribers today. And he put out a blast a couple of months ago that if you're interested in getting a postcard, he travels a lot. And if you'd like for him to send you a postcard from something around him, he's in California, in Riverside, California, that send him an email with your mailing address and he'll send you a postcard. He sent me a postcard. It's a gorgeous postcard. And it's kind of a lost art now to get things in the mail and send things in the mail. So it was just a treat to find something nice in the mailbox instead of a reminder of somebody that I might owe money to or some junk mail that I don't even look at. It just goes right in the trash. So I'll just put that out there again for you. If you're interested in getting a postcard from John at Pedroza Travel, you can find his email address at his About page and send him an email with your mailing address and ask him to send you a postcard. Hello, Pete at Scratch and Pete. Thank you for being here so much. Let me make sure I haven't missed anyone else. Okay. And now my friend Vicky at Psychology Noir with Dr. Lund is up to, that's supposed to be a 958. I'll change it right now. 958 subscribers today. Again, inching toward that 1,000. You guys go help her out with that. My friends Wes and Jess or Rich at Rich New Design, they are up to 410 subscribers today. My friends Ronnie and Brittany at RB Story in Central California, they're up to 637 subscribers today. My order from the loofah lady is due to come in today. It may be here already. I just haven't checked the status because the box is probably small enough that it would fit in my mailbox, but I don't know if I've seen the mailman yet. My friend David, Texas neighbor of ours at Safe and Sound Texas Audio Excursion, is up to 2,220 subscribers today. Let's change that color. And then Shannon at Shanster Travels is up to 601. My friend Sparrow Spalding is holding on to her 1,310 something subscribers. Kenny and Debbie at the Adventures of Kenny and Debbie are up to 634. My friend Angela at the Inquisitive Farm Wife is holding on to her 1,490 something subscribers today. My friend Dino at the Late Late Horror Show is up to 105,000 something subscribers today. My friend Tom Salta is up to 851. My friends at Two Doves, Bees, and Gardens, which will be guests on the show 2 weeks from today on the 19th, they are up to, they're at 1,500 today. So I'd just like to let you guys know where they are once I've invited them to be on the show and got them on the schedule. My friends, the Vineyard Chicks, are holding on to their 4,380 something subscribers. Yeah, I'm seeing that again. I have been fighting with Nightbot. I've watched several people's tutorials on how to get it set up, and it looks like it's right. And I am obviously just not savvy enough to be setting it up right. So I may get with Devil Dog or someone who's done these tutorials. I think Wes, Rich New Design, has done a tutorial on it too, and have them look at it for me and tell me what I don't have working right. My friend Ralph at Webb's Web is up to 156 subscribers today. My friend Robin at What the Flock is holding on to her 530 subscribers today. Steve Robson at Wild Macro Art, previously known as Steve Robson Photography, is holding on to his 24 subscribers. And Fat Ninja DM has lost another couple of subscribers. It just doesn't look like the channel is active anymore at all. And I don't know what happened to Peter Tragos at Lawyer You Know. Did I skip past that one? I did. So I went from Home Bartending with John, I guess, to Millionaire Paul, unless I'm just really so stressed out that I did tell you guys about Peter's channel and I don't remember it. But Peter at Lawyer You Know is up to 226,000 subscribers today. So I haven't been real active with the channel. I know there's lots of stuff that gets posted throughout the day, every day there. So there must be some great crazy cases going on that are drawing new people in. So that's what I have for our subscriber counts for channels. I'm going to bring Tiffany up now. We're going to visit with her a little bit about her channel and what's going on at her homestead and with her family. So here you come, Tiffany. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I usually warn people to be sure they're not picking their nose or, flossing their teeth or anything before I bring them up. So how are you?
I'm good. Sorry, if you notice me looking down, I've got it open so I can see the chat on my tablet.
Okay.
I can't see it. It's too tiny on my phone. So
okay. I try to keep track of what's happening in the chat, but I sometimes just get tunnel vision with what's happening in front of me on the screen and forget that people might be asking questions or responding to something that's happening.
Yeah. Well, that's just like I can't see it's so tiny on the cell phone. I can't see it. So I always have a secondary screen so I can see everything.
Perfect. So first, obviously you're in Canada.
Yep.
Yeah. So where in Canada? Not that I know enough about Canada that it's not possible. You might say someplace and I'll think, I don't know where that is, but.
We're in New Brunswick. So we're on the East Coast.
I know where that is. Good. I know where that is. So do you know Shane from Paralife TV? Or of him? Isn't that what Shane is, guys?
I think I've heard of the channel, but I don't. I
think he's in New Brunswick, which I know, again, that's silly. I don't know how big New Brunswick is, but it's not like I expect you guys would live in the same neighborhood. But I just like when I find those little connections, when I see how small the world really is and that there could be someone that lives right there close to you that you haven't met yet.
Well, the thing is Fisherman, was it Fisherman 5 something? Anyways, I met him on another live, and it turns out he is literally not that far from us.
Isn't it fun? Isn't that fun?
Yeah. He's in down more towards the PEI bridge, so down that way. But I was like, wow, you're like not that far from us whatsoever. And then Strange and Trippy, I think is his thing. He's over in PEI.
Okay, how fun.
And then there's Rem's Family Farm, who is up north in northern New Brunswick. So I've been meeting a whole different like many different channels from the area. It's been very cool.
That's fun. Yeah, I just recently, a channel that I watch a lot, that content creator, he lives in Waco, Texas, which is an hour and a half, 2 hours from here. But I just learned today he used to have a business here in Southlake where I live now.
Oh, that is so cool.
So like, I don't know him. I just watch his channel. And he mentioned that he lives in Waco, which I already thought, oh, that's fun. I mean, you can tell he's Southern. He sounds Texan. Yeah. But I wouldn't have thought to look up where he might be. But then to find out that he actually used to be right here in Southlake, I just thought that was kind of interesting. So I think that's fine. Hi, Leanne at Mennonite Farmhouse. Thank you for being here today. You know what? So while you're here with me, let's spin for a prize. So if you can get into the chat, you can participate in that as well. I'm going to pull up the screen so I can get my prize wheel up to share with everyone. So again, we've got the, let me make myself big for a second. We've got the RichKatRanch water bottle that has the original 6 ducklings that started it all for me. I only have one of these still left in the flock. The two mallard girls flew away. They went south for the winter, that first winter after I got them. Someone told me they were Rowans when we bought them, but they were mallards. This boy got rehomed because he was too rough on the girls and I didn't have enough girls. And this boy also got rehomed at the same time that he got rehomed. And then this girl crossed over. So I only have Sauvignon left right here.
Aww.
But she's my leader of the duck pack. And anyway, so that's one of the prizes you can win. I have a loofah package to give away. So you'll get a hand-grown loofah sponge from Loofah Lady, Brittany at Ronnie and Brittany. You'll have your choice of a goat's milk soap. So there's the eucalyptus, the sweet orange, and then I've also ordered a rosemary mint and a lemongrass. So you'll get your choice of a soap. And then I have some lip balms coming. This is the one I use. This is the sweet orange. So you'll have a choice of a lip balm, and your choices for the lip balms, the ones I ordered, was the sweet orange and peppermint. So I know the sweet orange is fantastic. I like peppermint lip balms anyway. So that's one of the prizes. I still have the Key Smart keychains. I have green, black, and red available today. So if you win those, just tell me what color you want. And the deal is that you'll need to send me obviously an email with your snail mail mailing address if you're getting one of these prizes. And then we've got one $15 Amazon e-card that we'll spin for today. So let me pull up the giveaway tool. Let's make this and bring that back up. Okay. And make myself small again. All right. So first we'll spin. Oh, actually, no. Let me get this. Oh, yeah. So we'll spin first. I won't know what to put there until we spin. We'll see what the first prize is going to be. Looks like it's going to be the loofah set. So you will type hashtag loofah. Let's share that screen. Actually, let's see if I can share that whole window. All right, here we go. All right, so hashtag loofah, LOOFAH. Type that in the chat. Looks like we have 11 people at the stream today. So if you want to get in on the loofah set, we'll give you a couple minutes to get that typed. And while people are typing their responses in, let me get to another question. So the next question I like to ask is, what motivated you to start your channel?
A couple of different things. Hubby and I were currently not working due to medical reasons. So we had some time on our hands, and our kids had been asking for a couple years now to start YouTube channels. And we kept saying, not now and everything. And then I saw a bunch of people who were doing it to kind of document for their kids when they grow up.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, well, if nothing else. And my mother at the time was like, I had lost my mother back in September, and I wished she could have seen more of the kids because she was so far away. So, pardon me. I was thinking multiple different ways, and was like, we'll do this so that the kids will have something to look back on when they're older, and something to do during my days when I'm, needing something to do. And my family members back in Ontario can check us out, and they can see the kids and how big they're getting, and know that we're all okay out here. So
okay,
it's kind of multiple reasons.
I do hear that a lot, that people will start a channel to kind of document and share what's going on with the family, with other family that doesn't live close enough to see it firsthand. So when you're not working on YouTube, do you have hobbies? What else do you like to devote your time to? Obviously you have kids, so I know that takes up a big chunk of time, but.
Well, our kids are homeschooled, so that takes up a chunk of time.
Okay.
And everything. As I'm saying this, my daughter just popped her head out, so.
Hello.
But she waved. But I like spending time with the family. We're getting out on more nature walks now that the snow is gone and everything. Watch movies, stuff like that. Like,
okay.
Don't really have very many hobbies.
Okay. There's no time probably.
No, not really.
Yeah. So how many children do you have?
I have 4 kids. My 2 oldest, who are now adults, they don't live with us. So
okay.
They live back in Ontario.
Okay. And how many boys, how many girls?
2 of each.
Okay. Yeah, that's the way to do it. That's how I did it. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, my 2 oldest, who are now adults, are with my first husband, and then the 2 that I have currently with me at the house are with the second husband.
Okay.
So,
and
I've been married before, so.
Okay. Does anyone help you with the channel? Does anybody help with the filming or the editing or coming up with ideas or?
Hubby is starting to get more involved in it now too. Like, he's been taking over for his grow station and everything like that. Like, he's got a pardon me, I got a frog in my throat. He's got an idea that we had a fire a couple days ago live, and somebody asked about the solar system that we have. So he's going to shoot his own video about our solar system.
Okay.
And get that, and I'm gonna help him with the editing and everything like that. Like,
good.
Everybody's starting to get more involved. Even the kids are like, Alex wanted to do, he's my son, a video of him. He made Jell-O for the first time. I still have to upload it, but he made Jell-O for the first time. So I've got that. Like, everybody's pitching in now and helping with the ideas and everything. So it's becoming a real family affair.
That will be fun. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Let's spin for this loofah set.
Alrighty.
And I'll put up my email address. This is just the banner I use so that if you want to be on the show, you can email me. But
yeah.
All right, Leanne at Mennonite Farmhouse. So send me an email, Leanne. Give me your street address, your post office box, whatever you use for snail mail, and I will send this out to you. But you'll need to let me know again what lip balm flavor you want, peppermint or sweet orange, and what goat's milk soap scent you want. Eucalyptus, sweet orange, rosemary mint, or lemongrass. So write those down. I should have written those down. I should have put those on there. And then I'll be watching for your email. All right. So let's close that. Get you back here. Oops. Oh, I think I closed my prize wheel. Oh, no, I didn't. It's a separate wheel. There it is. And I'll take that prize off. And then we'll be ready for the next one. All right. So back to my questions. When did you post your first video and what was it about? Like, I don't have to have a specific date, but about how long ago did you upload your first video and what was it about?
Well, started the channel on December the 5th, and because I was seeing a bunch of people doing that, what is it, the Vlogmas that they do for Christmas?
Uh-huh.
So because I was already so far into the month, I decided to try just the 12 days of Vlogmas.
Okay.
So I started pretty much 12 days before Christmas, starting with just fiddling around with different ways of making videos for Christmas and Christmases past, stuff like that. And
Okay.
that's where I started. So I think it was, yeah, the 11th or the 12th that I posted the first video. So
All right. And overall, how would you describe your channel? Like, what's your main focus? Do you have a main focus?
not really. It's kind of a hodgepodge. We've got family stuff. We've got the nature walks. We've got mail calls, grocery haul videos. I guess people would classify us mostly like a family vlog, I guess.
Okay.
But I have friends in all the different communities, the homesteading community, family vlogs, traveling, like everywhere. So I
Okay.
kind of fit in everywhere, apparently.
Do you have a favorite video that you've uploaded, or a video that you're most proud of that you've uploaded?
I'd have to say the ones that I take pride in, the ones that have like our grow station from the inception of when we started it to the flourishing of where it's come to now, like sitting here to my right, and everything. Like, I love those videos because we put so much of us into that project
Make it
to be
happen.
able
Yeah.
to grow some
Yeah.
stuff for our family. It's just very personal.
Okay. Nice. That's a good one.
Yeah.
What is something you always keep in mind when you're planning a video idea, you're recording, knowing that people are going to see this? What's something you keep in mind for your audience?
Just have fun.
Okay. Oh, nice. Okay. Nice. And
Don't
you
take
feel
it
like
too
that,
seriously and just have fun.
okay. And it feels like it goes that way. The few videos I've seen already. Yeah. It seems like that's how it goes with you guys. That's good. What's something you'd like for your subscribers and viewers to know about you that they might not know just by watching your videos?
I'm not sure what I would be able to say. I mean, everybody sees me and my family for the way we are. We're real. Yeah, I honestly, I'm not sure how to answer that question.
Okay, you can think on it. What's your favorite thing about YouTube?
Meeting the people and making the friendships and the communities and everything. I'm having a blast just making the friends and seeing all these different channels. Like I said, I'm in so many different communities. I've got like friends in the cruising community, and I watch their videos, and it's like, I'm an introvert, so I like to be in my home. I don't really like to go out in public. So seeing some of these things through their eyes is amazing. Like, I would love to go on a cruise, but yeah, I got to get over a couple fears before I do that. But it's just amazing to see that, or to see some of my friends who are homesteaders and what they're doing. Like, what animals are they raising? What are they growing in their gardens? Get some ideas from that. And just some of like I said, the friendships have been amazing. I've made so many great friends that's the best part of this experience.
Sweet. What's fun though is to know that the other side is true too, that people are going to watch your channel and they'll be inspired, and there'll be things you do that they haven't done and they're a little bit unsure about it, and they can find joy and inspiration in that too. So
I've actually had people say that on several of my cooking videos, like, we didn't think to use that, or that's an interesting way to use something, or that type of thing. Like, we never thought about using that in that way. So I mean, it's just amazing.
Yeah, neat. And hello to the Bud Files. Thank you for being here today.
Hey guys.
Back to my question. If you could collaborate with any other YouTuber, doesn't have, no matter how big the channel is, no matter how small the channel is, even if it's not your same niche, if you could collaborate and do a video, work on a video together, produce something together, who would it be?
Honestly, there's so many different people. I've already been in like open collabs with like Jamie's Country Living and CNC Farms, and Natasha at the Budget Preppers. She's got another one coming up too here, and there are so many of them. I can't really choose just one, to be honest. There's so many.
Have you started your own collaboration for channels to participate in yet?
No, I haven't gotten brave enough to try and figure out organizing that just yet. So
I
I'm still
haven't either.
I'm still getting used to the doing lives. So
okay. Yeah, that's on my to-do list, is to come up with an idea for a collaboration and get channels to participate.
That's what I would love to do that too, but right now, like I said, I'm still not fully there yet.
Okay, it's coming. So do you have any video projects in the works, or a new series of videos, or something you're going to branch into?
Not yet. We're playing around with a couple of different ideas and everything like that, but nothing solidified. So I mean, we've got our seed updates, and the planter will no longer be updated because once he finishes with the power supply, that'll be done, but it'll be like the seedling updates, and the kids, they're there for their homeschooling. They're learning how to grow seeds themselves too, so they've got their seeds.
Awesome.
And they will be telling everybody how they progress and all that sort of stuff. So they're learning. We had to restart this project because we had a bug infestation, so we all learned from it and had to restart all our seeds. So we're all learning from that. So they've got their seed updates. So we always have that, and then just kind of, like I said, still doing the hodgepodge. We're still trying to figure out. We're thinking of doing like the lives about the fire, like we had with our fire and everything like that. That was, people loved that. So we're thinking of branching out with that a little bit more and playing around with that idea and seeing how that goes.
Okay. So. And then for goals, do you have some goals for the channel? Do you want to be at certain points for something by certain dates?
To be honest, it's grown so quickly and so fast that we don't really, the next goal is like 1,200.
Okay.
And we don't actually have like a time set for it. It's just that's the next goal. Once we get there, will be great. I mean, getting our 4K would be awesome too, but we're not in any rush. We know that it's not a sprint, it's a marathon, you know. It takes time. Really the only thing is just to grow the family and meet more awesome people and everything like that. Like just to see everybody enjoy our content was great.
Okay. I know you said you watch lots of different kinds of content on YouTube, but do you gravitate toward a specific kind?
No, not really. I beforehand I used to watch a lot of I started off with YouTube, I think it was like with the dumpster diving. That was I found that kind of fascinating.
Okay.
I found that really fascinating. And then since then I've just kind of branched out watching different things. Hubby has introduced me to a whole different side of things, like different channels like SB Mowing. They do mowing. They donate their time to somebody who needs their lawn taken care of.
Nice.
And then there's also Flawless Cleaning. He's over in England. He does pressure washing for again, free time. Like it's his main business. But he does it for that. So I kind of watch those now with him too. So it's like really all over the place. Like I said, traveling and shopping vlogs and all that stuff. I'm all over the place.
Oh, let's see. Oh, I started to say, I saw Leanne's comment here. Jerry, you might want to ask my farmer that question. And so I thought, I need to see. Let me see what Jerry's question was. But I don't think it was a question for you. It was a question for Leanne.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure it's for, yeah, he wants to know about holding hands.
Oh, Flannel Hill Farm. Is Flannel Hill Farm here? I see a welcome to Flannel Hill Farm from Sheepdog on the Hill. So hello and welcome, Sheepdog on the Hill. Hi. And Brittany and Big K, if I missed you guys.
I was just going to say, hang on.
Welcome. Thank you to everyone that's here today.
Yes, welcome in.
All right. So let's see what else.
Oh, yeah, Flannel Hill Farms is right there. They just said hi.
Yes. Hi, Brittany. Thanks for being here. Are you on other social media?
I have Instagram for the channel, and I'm still working it. I'm not ready to branch out into anything more. I can barely handle my personal Facebook, let alone.
Okay. And are you making family life on Instagram also?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, the Instagram link is in my about page, if I remember right.
So you guys make a note to check that out as well and go and say hello to her there. If you were famous, what would you be famous for? I'm
not sure. Just my sunny personality, I guess.
That's a be a good thing to be famous for.
That's the only thing I can think of because I am not very talented.
Well, there's an art and talent to coming up with video ideas and producing videos, I think. Yeah, so
you are right there.
You'll be famous for that as well. Let's see, do you have pets?
I do. We have a dog.
Okay, what kind of dog?
She is a black lab.
Okay.
She's 11 years old, or will be 11 years old, in August. Okay. And her name is Missy.
And have you had her since she was a puppy?
Yes. It's an interesting story. When we moved here back in 2012, I was pregnant with our son at the time. And hubby wanted a dog once we moved out here to New Brunswick. So I'm like, fine. So he and our daughter and Grammy and Grampy went to go check out the labs. And while Chris and his mom were talking to the lady, Grampy and Bella were watching the dogs, and Missy was in a dead sleep, and she was on the other side of the truck, and she woke up and she walked right over and was all over our daughter. That was it. She was ours.
She picked y'all. Yeah.
She picked our daughter like that, and they're still inseparable now. Like she loves both children, but if our daughter is out here, nope, she gravitates towards her.
That's sweet.
So
what's your favorite kind of food?
I love homemade, and growing up, it was my dad used to work in a Chinese food restaurant, so I always loved the homemade, the homemade Chinese.
I've never made homemade Chinese food.
Oh, it's one of my favorite things to do. I love to experiment with the different dishes and everything. So,
do you have Chinese food recipes on your channel?
I actually do. I've got a stir fry too. I just did the vegetarian one that was this morning, and then I've got several other stir fry variants, and I'm looking into other ones like barbecued pork and other things like that. I just got to get the ingredients I need to do it. So.
I'll be watching for that. Yes.
So I've got lots of different recipes my dad taught me when I was growing up. So I've got to get everything I need to do that.
Okay. So I think you already told us that you consider yourself more of an introvert. How about, do you consider yourself more artistic or more analytical?
I'm kind of half and half, I would say.
Okay, that's handy.
I do have an artistic side when it comes to certain things, but I also have a very analytical and logical mind. So.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, Mark.
Is Mark here too? How am I missing? Is Little Ridge Farm? Yes. Hello,
Mark
from Little Ridge Farm. Thank you for being here today.
We didn't. Hopefully, we didn't miss two doves, bees, and gardens.
Yeah, I said hi to them.
Okay, I wasn't sure because I
hope I said hi to them because I know I talked about them coming up. They'll be on the show in 2 weeks.
Oh, that'll be cool to watch.
Yes, so they'll be on the show in 2 weeks. You okay to spin for another prize with me?
Oh, go for it.
All right.
We're all good. Oh, hey, Ashley. I'm not going to try saying your last name because I might butcher it. So, hi.
Yes. Hello, Ashley. Thanks for being here today. All right. Let me share my screen again. And let's see what we're going to draw for this time. Entire screen right here. We'll make this big first and see what comes up. All right, looks like it's going to be a Key Smart keychain. Again, I have black, green, and red available. Let's take that off. And now let's go here. And hashtag keys. Hashtag keys to get to win a Key Smart keychain. And then I just will need your email or have you send me an email with your snail mail address, P.O. box, or wherever you get U.S. postal packages. There's my email address again. 15 people in the chat, so we'll see how many people might be interested in a Key Smart keychain. Again, if you weren't here last week, I ordered a bunch of these to use as stocking stuffers for the grown-ups in our family. We're real big on stockings for the Well, I mean, everybody gets a stocking every Christmas, but because we only buy gifts for the younger, for the grandkids, then
Yeah.
the adults get stockings. But the adult stockings, I mean, they'll have electronics in them. Anything I can fit in that stocking is going in the stocking. So one year I ordered these KeySmart keychains or key rings for adult stocking stuffers, and they didn't come in time for Christmas. In fact, they didn't come at all. And I had to reach out to the company, and then they had to send out another order. But by then it's like 2 months after Christmas. So they showed up late, and then I put them away, and I forgot where I put them. And then I came across them a couple of weeks ago, and I thought, oh, you know what? We're going to give these away. They're not doing me any good just sitting in this drawer here. So we're going to make these into gifts for people. So
there you go.
We've got 9 entries. If you're interested, type hashtag keys. Give it another couple of minutes. And let me ask you then. So this is typically the last question I ask.
Okay.
If let's say you're stranded on an island. It's just you on the island. What 3 things do you want to have with you? And
Do my family count as one?
Yeah, that's allowed. Yes, there's no rules about what it can be. And so your family would count as one of the 3 things.
So then I would want my family.
Okay.
Decent shelter.
Okay.
And access to food and water.
Okay. Yes. So you're not planning on leaving the island?
Nope.
As long as you have those things, you don't need to leave the island, right?
Exactly. As long as I have those 3 things, I'm good.
Yeah, you'll just start your own little garden there. I love it.
Exactly. I'm good. As long as I have access to all those 3 things, I'm happy as a clam.
All right. I love it. Hello, Cherie. Thank you, Cherie, for being here today. All right. Let's give it another little bit here to see who else might like to potentially win some keys. Hello, Katie at Mayfield Ranch. Thanks for being here today.
Hey.
Thank you for everyone that's here. Again, if you're part of the rewatch crew later today or sometime after the stream ends, thank you for giving this a watch.
Thank you very much. Thanks everybody for being here.
That email address is where you'll send your snail mail address if you are the winner of any of the prizes that have to be mailed today. Here's my little request that you punch that like button, because YouTube looks for that kind of stuff to decide if they want to tell other people about your stream or your videos or your channel.
Yeah.
All right, let's spin for these, or let's draw for this KeySmart. And again, you'll let me know if you want the red one, the black one, or the green one. Two Doves Bees and Gardens, the KeySmart keychain will be headed your way. So send me an email and let me know what color you're interested in, along with your snail mail mailing address, so I can put this in the mail to you. And let's stop sharing the screen for now. So chat, let me know. Let Tiffany know. Do you have questions for Tiffany? Tiffany, do you have questions for me? Do you have questions for anyone you see in the chat that maybe you didn't know, or you know of them, but you don't really know them yet?
No, I honestly, I don't at this point in time.
Tell me what you're growing in your garden.
Well, we don't have an outdoor garden right yet.
Okay.
We have an issue with raccoons and different like deer and stuff like that. It's hard to keep them out of the garden, so we have to do most of our growing indoors and on our deck. So we haven't started outdoors yet.
Okay.
Typically we do that after the Victoria Day weekend, which is usually around the 24th. So so it's not next weekend, but the weekend after. So yeah. But we've got currently growing in the house right now. Hubby has, excuse me, some lavender, which started coming up. So he's all happy about that.
Okay.
Then I'm probably going to butcher these, but borage, I guess. I'm not sure how to say it, but yeah, this one's new to us. We've never done it before.
Okay.
And they're coming up. Then we've got anise. I'm not sure. These are mostly like herbs and everything. So I've got that one, and it's starting to grow.
Okay.
Then we've got different basic herbs, like we got sage and thyme and cilantro and all them. We've got oak leaf lettuce growing as well.
Okay.
And like a salad mixture. We're not exactly sure. It's kind of a mixture of all different types of salads, so that's coming up. Some kale, and I think the mint is the only thing so far that's not quite growing yet. So.
Okay. I'm putting your channel link in the chat.
Okay, I see my friends are picking on me there in the in the thing.
Yeah,
Like,
I've got a couple of who's your favorite questions here for you.
yes and no.
So I just put this in the chat, Katie, but there's an easy way for you guys to click the link in the chat to visit Tiffany's channel, Canadian Family Life. Show her some love. Do all the YouTube things so we can help her grow. Let's make sure I haven't missed any more comments. You know, I love lavender too. And of all the herbs, because I typically have an herb garden year round, I've got a great south window here in the dining room where I can grow stuff in pots. And then when it's growing season, usually the front porch is just lined with all kinds of pots of herbs. But I seem to have so much trouble keeping lavender from getting just horribly woody and dried out. And I don't know what I need to do differently to keep it alive longer. Now, I'm not real good at pruning and maintaining it. And I kind of suspect that may be where I'm falling short, that I'm not routinely keeping it cut back and allowing for, you know, the sun and the water to get everywhere. But I love lavender. Like it's probably my favorite herb just because of the smell of lavender and how pretty it is. But I have so much trouble. Growing it.
Well, hubby loves lavender too. He's a very big tea lover. He loves tea.
Uh-huh.
I swear he was born on the wrong continent. But he loves tea, and one of the things he has is chamomile or lavender when he goes, you know, to help him sleep at night. So I also have chamomile growing over here as well.
Okay.
But he loves lavender, the scent, all of it. So when we were deciding what we were going to use for, like, what to grow, he was adamant. He wanted lavender. So we got two different types of lavender. So this one is the easier one. I know lavender has a poor germination rate, period. So this is our first time doing it. So we're going to be learning what it needs, how to prune it, how to water, all this sort of stuff. So it's going to be a learning experience.
Okay. Well, I've grown it lots of times for many, many years, and I just think I'm just not paying enough attention to it. And then I just end up going and buying another plant. Let's see. Well, I was looking at Katie's. Oh, there's David Hunt. Hello, David Hunt. I was going to put this comment up that she likes adding a tiny bit of lavender to black tea. So I love lavender in my tea, but I also one year at Thanksgiving it may sound weird, but it really was good. I made a lavender mint apple pie for Thanksgiving using lavender and mint from my garden.
That sounds great.
So nice. It was a little bit different, not an overwhelming, you know, it didn't overwhelmingly change the pie, but it really did give it just a little bit of a little more it was just more interesting. You know, you could smell the lavender and the mint in it, and I think it turned out great. So I have fun experimenting with herbs.
That's something we have in common. I do the same thing. I like to experiment with different herbs, different textures, different flavors. Like I love to cook and bake. That's one of my favorite things to do. So
yes, me too. All right. No more questions for Tiffany other than trying to get her to pick a favorite.
And I said that I love them all. I said I love everybody.
See how she handled that?
I love everybody.
Again, her channel link is in the chat. You can click the link to go directly to Canadian Family Life. Pick a playlist, run it, make some comments, like, share, and then subscribe to help her grow. But be sure you do all of those things because YouTube is notorious for taking subscribers away from channels if they don't do all of those things and continue to go back and visit and interact and watch videos. So you guys make a mental note of that. Well, I'm going to let you go. You can hang out in the chat if you'd like. I'm going to spin for a couple more prizes, so do hang around to put your name in the hat for that.
I will definitely do that.
So let's get along with that. Thank you for being on the show today.
Thanks for having me.
Good luck with the garden. So you talked about having critters that get into your outdoor garden. I don't want to jinx anything, but I've gone out every day expecting to find that somebody's been eating on my stuff out in the garden, and so far nothing is getting it. I know I'm going to walk out today now.
I was going to say, I'll cross my fingers that you don't.
Oh my gosh. I know I'm going to walk out today now and find, whole plants chewed down to the ground. But I've been encouraged by that. I mean, we've got cattle panel all around it.
Oh, there you go.
So the horses can't get in there and the ducks and geese can't get in there, because that's been our biggest challenges in years past, was keeping them out of the garden.
Yes, my daughter is. My daughter loves ducks, so she would love your ducks.
Oh yeah, well,
yeah.
Again, they're great, except that they can't stay out of stuff, and they literally will eat anything.
I know.
So
we have a couple of our neighbors have a couple of ducks. Well, I call them geese because they're so big, but they are actually a duck. Two different types of ducks. And they love coming over to our house. And actually, they were the very first video I posted. It was a little short video of them just seeing how it worked. They followed us home one day, and they get into it. They still come back and they visit, and they get into everything. I mean, I find that they were going after the garbage the one day. I was like, get out of that.
Yeah. They will literally eat anything. Now, the blessing for that is, too, that the geese will also eat anything. And so in the summer, like, I love watermelon. So I will buy a watermelon. I'll eat part of it. And then I throw, the rest of it into the duck and goose yard. So the ducks and geese eat the rest of the flesh. And then the geese eat the rinds. They leave nothing behind. So it's a great way to, eliminate waste and keep them happy and healthy. But it also means, again, that when I've tried to grow plants, I used to keep herbs all around their little pond in their yard, but they get into everything. They just eat everything. So
they eat everything.
So I know your pain about having critters get into your stuff, but I'll let you go back. Either, again, you can hang out backstage, or I'll see you in the chat. And let's spin for another prize. Thanks again for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
All right, let's spin for another prize. Let me find my, oops. I just figured out today now how I get back to the prize giveaway tool without having to completely type that address into another name. Oh, there's Katie's solution. Just grow extra so the animals can have some. Man, I'm telling you though, this flock, golly, they just didn't leave anything. And they will eat stuff the moment it starts sprouting. When they see a green anything, it's gone. All right. So let's share the screen. We'll make this one big while we spin. So we still have the water bottle and the $15 Amazon e-card. Looks like it's going to be the $15 Amazon e-card. All right. So hashtag e-card. All right, hashtag e-card. This, obviously, I won't need your snail mail address. I just need to know what email address to use to send you the e-card. Hello, Dark Lord Minute. So Dark Lord Minute won an e-card last week on the show, and it's pretty instantaneous. I mean, as soon as I go and purchase the e-card and plug your email address in, I think they send it to you right away, and then you use it for whatever you want to buy at Amazon. And obviously you load it or plug that number in at Amazon so that if you're buying something, it'll apply the dollar amount from the e-card toward purchase. And that's a super easy thing for me to do. No trips to the post office. No worrying that it's going to get lost. And I'll say again, so if when we get to the water bottle, which will be the last thing we'll spin for here in just a minute, if you win the water bottle, well, I didn't think to ask. I don't remember where you are, Leanne, if Leanne at Mennonite Farmhouse is still here. So I guess I won't worry about it since it's just this water bottle. It shouldn't be too expensive if it ends up going to Canada. But last week I tried to be a little more budget conscious and say that if you live in Canada and you win a prize that needs to go out in the mail, that we'll just send you a gift card. And that'll just mean there's another prize available for someone. Thanks for being here, Two Doves, Bees, and Gardens, and we will see you on the show in a couple of weeks. All right, 13 entries. There are 16 people in the chat. Okay, Leanne's in the U.S., so I'm safe there. All right, let's spin for this e-card. I say spin. I guess the word is draw. Cherie Atkins. So Cherie, send me an email and let me know for sure. I mean, if you may even just say, use this email address that I'm sending you the email for, and send me that so I can get this e-gift card sent to you. And hello, Joe Hupp, my Australia friend. How are you? I'm hanging in there. It's really been I'm having a rough go of it. I'm not, no need to lie to you guys. I'm happy to be here today. This is very uplifting for me to be in chats with you guys and doing live streams, but things are rough. All right, so there's that one. Let's take that. Well, I don't guess I had to worry about taking that off since we know the last prize is going to be. You are precious. You are precious. Maybe so. There's always something animal related that we are buying at Amazon because typically it means I can find it at a lower price than getting it at PetSmart or the feed store. But that's precious. All right. So Joe is good in, is it Bathurst or Bathurst, New South Wales? Oh, it's cold there. You missed it at the beginning of the stream. So it's supposed to get up to 95 or 96 today. It was already 93, I think, when the stream started. So I believe it. The dogs are doing nothing today. So they were outside earlier today before it got hot. That was my goals because they don't necessarily know to take it easy and come in or stop running even when it's really hot. So I have to manage that for them. So they got good playtime this morning while it was still pleasant outside. And now all they're doing is laying around, which may just mean that they got ample playtime, that now they're sufficiently worn out, which makes live streaming a whole lot easier for me because then I don't have to worry about, them picking on each other or getting into something. All right. So Bathurst. Yeah, I'll be wishing for cold, y'all. I whine in the winter when it's cold, and then I whine in the summer when it gets hot. And we have, the last couple of years, we really have had both extremes. The drought last summer, record days of triple-digit heat that was preceded by 2 winters of freakishly cold, sub-zero temperatures that came on so suddenly and wreaked so much havoc on everybody. Schools had to shut down. The power grid couldn't handle all the people using their heaters. And then again, same thing in the summer, rolling blackouts because it was so hot. We lost another couple of trees because it was so dry that the trees died, and you can't really water a pasture. So we can take care of the trees and things we have in the yard. And I think even the paddock, with the sprinkler system even will deliver water to the paddock, which isn't necessary because the horses have eaten all the grass there already. And it's really just the place that, they hang out and the dogs get to play. Pickle juice, right? Isn't pickle juice supposed to be good for that? So my secret has always been that if I've been out imbibing and I don't want to worry about a hangover, not that it's common that I've had a hangover, but I will drink a Gatorade. I mean, I'll do an Alka-Seltzer, chug down an Alka-Seltzer, you know, the little fizzy tablets you put in the water, chug that, and then I drink a Gatorade, as much of the Gatorade as I can get in me as quickly as possible, because I think it must be the dehydration that is a big factor for me. Oh, well, we were supposed to get storms last night, and of course they didn't come. We had a sniff spot scheduled, and that person canceled even because it really did look like it was going to rain and storm here, and nothing hit us at all. We didn't get one drop. Oh, greasy breakfast. Well, I think a greasy breakfast is great anyway. So I next time, if it comes up, I may do my Alka-Seltzer Gatorade thing and then have a greasy breakfast the next morning anyway. Anyway, so it doesn't look like now we have rain anytime soon, which is bad again because it means I'm having to water the garden. I think the garden has only gotten rained on one time now since we got everything put into the ground. All right, let's take this down. Let's spin for this last prize, which is the water bottle. Again, if you are outside the continental U.S., you'll automatically be getting a $15 e-gift card. So you'll need to let me know if you get it if you're outside the continental U.S. And then we'll just spin again for the water bottle. So let's spin for the water bottle. Why am I spinning for the water bottle? Y'all, I really am kind of stressed out. But why not? It's fun to spin. And I won't take that off because we'll have another water bottle that we'll give away at the next live stream. All right, but we'll just close this. And then we'll go back here and get this set up. And it's going to be #bottle. All right, #bottle. For the original RichKatRanch water bottle that had, I'll tell you about this bottle. This is our first 6 ducklings that we purchased to start our flock. They were all about a week, maybe 8 days old when we got them. We found them at Tractor Supply. We found 4 of the 6 at Tractor Supply, and then we got the other 2 at another little feed store in Grapevine where we used to go to buy Cabo's feed. Because Cabo initially was on, we slowly transitioned him off of the feed he had been eating when he was a racehorse, just to get him gradually used to a different feed. But these were the wine ducklings. So this is Zinfandel. His name was Zinfandel. He was a boy. We had to rehome him because we ended up with too many boys and not enough girls over time. And this was, let me see, who's who. Okay, this one that had the little crest on her head was Bordeaux, and this was her sister Beaujolais. They ended up being mallards. They were not Rowans, as we were told. Rowans are flightless birds. I mean, they can all fly a little ways, or most of them can fly a little ways, but we were told they were Rowans. I wanted flightless birds so that I didn't have to worry about them flying away. But they were mallards, and as they grew and developed, became adults and got their adult feathers, then it was obvious they were mallards, and they flew away. So they spent a couple of months at the pond next door with the wild ducks, and they would just come home to sleep in the pen at night. But then their time away grew and grew and grew, and then that winter they flew away with the wild ducks to go south for the winter. Guys, whoa, I don't know what they think they hear. And so that was Bordeaux and this is Sauvignon. She's the last of these ducks that I still have in my flock because we rehomed 2 boys. Those 2 mallard girls flew away. And then this girl, this is Cabernet. That's Cabernet. She crossed over. She was 3 years old when she crossed over. I don't know what happened. I do think she had sustained a mating injury. Again, this is before we started rehoming boys. And then this is Chardonnay. So Chardonnay and Zinfandel were the boys that were rehomed out of this batch. The other 4 were girls, so it would have worked out nicely if that's an okay ratio. It's not ideal. Ideally, a drake needs a minimum of 3 female ducks to prevent overmating. Ideally, so minimally, they need 3. Ideally, they need like 5. But there's just no way. I wasn't planning on having a flock that had, 30 ducks in it from the get-go, just so that the boys I ended up with would have enough girls. So that's the original ducklings. And then Sauvignon is still with me. Ducks can live to be in their 30s, believe it or not, if they really do have the right diet and the right environment, if they really have all their needs met properly. Oh, no, you didn't win this time, David. You'll have to come back. You'll have to come back for the next stream to see if you win. Hey, you know what, Cherie? I can do that. Well, let's see. We already did, so maybe, I don't know. I do have another bottle, but we'll spin for this bottle since everyone's got their entries in. And we'll see if you are the winner of that then, Cherie. All right, we're going to draw. Joe Hupp. Okay, so again, as I said before, let's say this is going to work out nicely. So Joe's in Australia. So I had stated that if you're outside the continental US, I'm just going to send you a gift card, because we learned the hard way when we had people win that were outside the US when we did our very first live stream and we gave away prizes. Those people didn't get their stuff. So we had to send gift cards. We weren't in a position to just buy all that stuff, because it was a whole lot more stuff than the stuff I'm giving away now. And I didn't have any limits. I don't usually have any limits on you can win multiple times, multiple prizes. So I'm going to send you the $15 Amazon gift card. Yeah. And we'll send Cherie the bottle. Cherie, what do you think of that? So still, Cherie and Joe, both of you, send me an email. Joe, you'll send me the email with the email address you want me to use for your e-card. And Cherie, you'll send me an email address with the mailing, snail mail, US mail address for the bottle. And I can get those sent out to you. And I think that actually worked out perfectly. Yes. So that is all the prizes for today. Anyone have questions? I think Tiffany's still in the chat. Anyone have questions before we get out of here today? Thanks for being here, Katie. So next week, again, we will be drawing for another bottle. We'll be drawing for another e-card or 2. We'll be drawing for another loofah set, because I have 2 of those total that I'll be giving away. Leanne won 1 today. So I'll be checking out your emails so I can get these sent to you. And again, if you won a Key Smart or the loofah set, I just need to know what color or what scents or flavors or whatever is applicable. Be sure and include that information in the email for me. And then, like last time, so everything got mailed out on Monday. Richard takes the stuff to the post office for me when he leaves for work. So that stuff will go out on Monday, but the gift cards will go out this weekend for sure. Okay, so if there are no questions, I just want to thank you guys for being here again today. I need this. I need to come to these live streams for me. I hope you guys get something out of it, but I need to come here for me. I need to see I have my little family here that comes to say, to show up for me. And here's a question from Shirley. Harriet did not come back. I don't think she's with us anymore. I'd love to think, I like to believe in miracles, but I'm also a realist. So it remains to be seen what will happen next season, because there were just so many battles for territory at this nest, like there were at all the Florida nests, and like there are at a lot of nests every year. But I really do suspect that she is not with us anymore. I do think it had to do with a battle for territory, and that she got in a fight and maybe got injured and then either succumbed to her injuries, or because she could not make her way back to the nest, she was maybe taken by a predator. I mean, that's just nature. That's how it happens. She was like 30 years old. That's great for an eagle in the wild. And the dad did an amazing, miraculous thing to raise those 2 babies by himself. Those babies have fledged. One is still hanging around the nest. The older of the two, only older by a couple of days. The older of the two looks like she's begun her journey. She hasn't come back now. I don't think it's been about a week, I want to say, since she was last seen at the nest. The baby, which looks to be a male because of its size, is still hanging around the nest, still wants daddy to bring it food. So he's not ready quite yet to leave for good, but it happens, and that's part of the process, and it's still something that I celebrate. And this year, I feel like it'll be an even bigger celebration because of just how much M15, the dad, really had to step up and take everything on all by himself, which again meant still fighting predators away, fighting the other eagles that were trying to take over the nest, fighting against all the females that were courting him, fighting against the random eagles that kept showing up at the nest trying to take food away, like taking food away from the babies even. The owls, there's owls that live in that pasture where the camera is that were knocking M15 and the babies off of the tree, and just all the things that happen anyway. But it's a lot easier for the eagles to manage when there's a pair, when they have someone to battle with them. And M15 had to do it all on his own, and he was amazing. And he was a young eagle when he got matched up with Harriet, so he knew nothing except what she taught him. So all of this amazing work that he did is because of what she taught him in their years together. So I'm not going to say I'm sad. There's a time for everything. There's a season for everything. And she raised a couple of dozen amazing eaglets over the years, and her legacy will live on regardless of whether we see her at the nest again. But I started to say, who knows? We may see her. She and he may come back to the nest in September or October this year to start getting it tidied up for another season. We'll see. There's also a possibility that neither of them, he may not even come back, because the male doesn't get to pick where the nest is. The female gets to pick where the nest is. So he's had a lot of females courting him this season. One that has hung around now. There was one that hung around for a long time, and then we didn't see her anymore. And now there's been another one that's hung around for a while, and they seem to get along. So if she likes that nest, then it's likely we'll see both of them back at the nest. But I'm not going to give up hope completely that we won't be surprised. And there are anatomical features and stuff that the experts that monitor this nest and the wildlife people that keep us informed on what's going on, they know who's who by certain features on them. I can tell who's who when they're together. When M15 and Harriet were together, I could tell because she's bigger. The females are bigger. And then there was the feathers on the back of her neck made a different little pattern. So if I could get a good look at the back of her neck, it's really M15 that had the different feathers, then I could tell who was who. But I don't know how I'm going to know for sure if it's her or not until the experts tell me. So thank you all for being here. I have no physical issues happening. I'll tell you that, Jerry. But things, yeah, been going on a long time. I got to figure out. I'm working with God on that. He's going to have to help me figure out what needs to be done. And love to you, Cherie. Thank you for these wonderful comments. Thank you all. Thank you all for participating, for being in the chat, for connecting with each other, for being here for me every time. Thank you for being here for Tiffany. Thank you, Tiffany, for being here to be my guest today. Again, I need this. I hope you guys like it, but I need this. I mean, I don't do a lot of socializing anymore anyway. I don't get out a whole lot, which is fine. But this keeps me kind of connected, keeps me human, and just gives me a place to come and feel encouraged. So I thank you guys for that. I love you guys for that. I am going to end the stream. I'll leave the stream up actually for a little bit. I like for you guys to have an opportunity to say your goodbyes for everybody, to each other. And then I will hope to see you. I've got a video that goes out tomorrow evening. I'll put up my mail call from Multi-Hunter 24/7 for Sunday. That'll go out on Sunday. I'd still have shorts going up every day. That's a super easy thing to do. I like that. It's so fast and I can create something still that's fun for me, that it looks like it must be fun for viewers because there's been a lot of engagement. It's growing our channel. We'll have some prizes again next Friday. I don't have anyone scheduled to be my guest next Friday, which I don't have to have a guest. If you'd like to be on the show, again, send me an email and I'd love to have you on the show. If I don't have a guest, it'll be open panel. You can come up and tell me what's going on in your family, in your channel, in your country, on your homestead, at your job, whatever. And we'll just spend a little time all getting to know each other that way. But as always, thank you. Be safe, be happy, be well, be blessed. Love to all from Rich Cat Ranch. I'll see you in the next video. Please give me a like. Share the stream out if you will. And I'll see you next week for sure, but be watching for a couple more videos to come out between now and then. Love you guys.